Hello everyone, and this is my review for TNA Impact Wrestling on August 29th, 2013. And, all in all, I felt the show, it had its ups and downs, at least in the terms of story building. I definitely like the matches that were on the show, but in the terms of story building, it just came off as, you had some good points, you had some bad points. I like the Aces and Eights, promos backstage. You had you had Mr. Anderson with all the other members of Aces and Eights complain about how Tito was just put into Aces and Eights versus versus having the vote like they typically do. It's a good way of showing a potential demise inside of the Aces and Eights, and I liked where they were going with that. You also have those little tidbits going in there during the Hogan Bully Ray promo, which was decent until kind of the end of it. With him setting up a match with one of the Aces and Eights members against Bully at No Surrender. You had some good points like that. The AJ Styles shoot was, it was good at times, but it was kind of off or wonky at times as well. His match with Bobby Roode was actually really good. Same with Austin Aries and Christopher Daniels was a really good match in there. The 2 out of 3 falls knockouts match with Gail Kim and ODB, that was a pretty good match in there as well. So match quality wise, I felt it was a pretty decent show. But just things that kind of they messed up on was this whole storyline initially that they were going with Bobby Roode, Daniels, and Kazarian trying to take over the Bound for Glory series. It looks like they're not even going to go that route anymore. They kind of dissolved it right then and there by having all 3 of them lose in the night. So obviously that storyline, the whole Bound for Glory series type tournament where they're going with everything is just kind of all out of whack, at least in my own personal opinion. They didn't really give enough time to the Bound for Glory series this year to get everything that they wanted out of it. And obviously they're going to do one more match before they do the whole Final Four thing next week. They have the gauntlet match for 20 points, and whomever wins gets 20 points, more than likely into the actual Final Four, which will more than likely just be AJ Styles, because they're obviously building him into being the one going for the world title at Bound for Glory. Also, and you saw that with the promo as well with AJ. The other thing I really didn't care for, it made no sense for them to really go with it. It was like after Hogan makes the match at the No Surrender Impact with Bully Ray and one of the Aces and Eights members for the world title, he says, "Oh, next week you're also going to defend the title against Sting." Didn't they just do a storyline saying, "Hey, Sting, if you don't win, you're going to never have a shot at the world title again, yet now you're going to have that shot at the world title now"? I know they can make up their storyline as they want. They can just throw things out of there. But in some sense, especially with something that they did at a pay-per-view, and it got a lot of headway in what they were trying to talk about, you want to try to keep some continuity in there instead of just kind of throwing everything willy-nilly. It just makes no sense for them to go that route, and yet here they are going ahead and going that route with it. So, like I said before, all in all, I felt the show was good match quality wise. It had its ups and downs with its story building going into the No Surrender Impact, and then of course with the Bound for Glory series, and going into Bound for Glory. It had those ups and downs in there, but all in all, I would probably give it was a decent show. It just had some weirdness to it, in my own personal opinion on that, just because of where they went storyline wise. Yeah, so that's my review this week for TNA Impact Wrestling. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.